So you guys see this stupid screw? See how it's all stripped out? I hate these screws. I despise the fact that China likes to throw these in our engines and over torque the sons of guns. They come to us stripped out sometimes. Here's another one. That one's not so bad. I got some that are just tore up. This guy's pretty mangled. So what I did was, and another thing, you can't even tighten these things down very well. You have to put so much pressure on them. So I went to Home Depot, to the fastening department in the hardware section, and I found these lovely 6mm Allen head bolts, and I'm going to tighten my engine cover down with them. Before, in the end of my last video, I told you that my experiment with the JB Weld failed. So today I went back to the bike shop, Longhorn Bikes on Cesar Chavez in Austin, Texas, and I talked to Renee, the owner, and he had some spared scrap, or not really scrap, but like, you know, engines he butchered up to get other bikes running, and he happened to have another one of those shafts that I needed, so he just gave me the shaft. So that was real cool of him. And he told me where I can find keys. You can buy a whole little kit of various size keys at Harbor Freight. So I bought these bolts. I'm going to tighten them down. I did forget to buy the Loctite, which sucks, but I got some at work. I'll bring it in Monday. I just want to get this thing snug. And underneath, the way this engine mounts underneath, it's stupid too. You can see underneath it. I don't know. Hang on. See right there? Check it out. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. See that? Yeah, that's another culprit. Once again, I hate these screws, and I hate the fact that these are on our they put these with our engines. So I got some bolts to replace that too. They're all 6mm. Just thought I'd give you guys a head up about that little tip. Always Vibratight, I mean not Vibratight, but always use Loctite, and that should help things out a bit. And so I got my shaft replaced, I got the key redone. I'm going to add these bolts, I'm going to tighten my engine up again, and we'll see how it goes from there. And slowly but surely this thing's coming together. It's taking a little bit longer. I've never messed with 4-strokes before, and it just seems to be a little bit more drama than the 2s. You know, I know what to expect from those. This is a whole different, you know, the way it mounts and everything is different. He also suggested, Renee, he suggested I use a hose clamp and clamp about right here. Clamp this exhaust pipe to the tube. I got an extra hose clamp. I think it'll fit. So if that's the case, I'm most definitely going to use it. Anyways, just like I said, quick vid. Just thought I'd let everybody know what I discovered today. Like to give a shout out to JP Metz, Renee at Longhorn Bikes, the guys at motorbicycling.com, the forum boards. So the usual. I'm out. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about. I just remembered, when you're trying to shop for bolts, take your old bolts with you and make sure the thread patterns are even, which means if you look right here, see the spacing between the threads? Those threads have to be the same, meaning the spacing between the threads have to be the same. They sell a variety of threads, of thread pattern bolts. So what you want to do is take an old one with you, and then you want to make sure you have the right diameter of the bolt itself, and also make sure you have the same thread pattern. You can compare the thread patterns by putting one on top of each other, and if they match up, you're good to go. Okay, just thought I'd throw that out there. I just had that thought. So go ahead and make sure you take an old bolt with you. Good luck.